Well, at least today and actually yesterday was a little bit cooler. It was kind of nice.
Yeah, kind of, for the most part. We did make it to 100 degrees, but that was very brief. And with the clouds around and at least some rain in some parts of the state, that definitely helped to keep temperatures below 100 for most of the afternoon.
Relatively, it felt really good.
Relatively speaking, yes, absolutely. A couple of days ago, it was just a couple of days ago that we hit 110 degrees in Oklahoma City. We had that overnight low of 83. Well, so far officially, at least at the airport in Oklahoma City, we have not had any rain. But of course, a couple weeks ago, it seemed like we did have quite a bit of rain in the metro. It just didn't fall at the airport. And unfortunately, because of that, well, not just because of that one particular day, but we have not seen a whole lot of rain as of recently. So the entire state is currently under a drought now. This has drastically increased over the past couple of weeks. You can see the northern edge of Woods and Alfalfa County. They technically are not under a drought, but they are headed in that direction. So we do have this stationary boundary just located to the south, and that is helping to trigger some of these showers and thunderstorms showing up. And again, it's stationary. It's not moving a whole lot, and neither are the rain and storm. So we do have some light rain to the north and to the north and west. From time to time, we have a lightning strike or two. It looks like it's trying to increase in coverage at least a little bit there in Custer County. It's all kind of drifting off to the north and east, but heavier showers, a little bit more coverage in south central Oklahoma. Some thunderstorms moving into McLean County. It looks like just in the past 5 minutes or so, that lightning has gone away. And again, not really expecting any strong or severe weather today, but from time to time, we could certainly see some heavy downpours here and there. But any one location has a fairly low chance of seeing some rain today, but it's certainly there. This is our American Fidelity camera, part of our Pike Pass SkyCam network. Mostly cloudy skies and a little hot, even though we've got the cloud cover. 92 degrees, the south-southwest wind at 16 with dew points in the upper 60s. It still feels more like 95. We're at 100 degrees right now in Kingfisher. We have several locations in eastern Oklahoma where temperatures are already at 100, but in some locations like in Clinton where it's currently raining, we have temperature of 79 degrees. We have a 78 down there in Stevens County. So some of us getting a little bit of a break from that heat, but we still technically have that heat advisory for central, northern, all of eastern Oklahoma because heat indices could approach around 108 degrees at its peak later this afternoon. But this boundary is just kind of sitting here. So behind it, we have more of a southwest wind between 10 to as much as around 25. And behind it, it's more coming in out of the west between 10 to 20. So the wind's not really going to do a whole lot for us today, but this boundary will at least keep that chance of rain in the forecast, not only today, but into tonight. And we also have a slight chance of seeing some more rain and storms tomorrow. But then as we get into the weekend, that pretty much gets cut off. This heat dome is going to be in full effect. The rain and storms, they go away and temperatures start to climb because of that. Highs back in the low 100s. That's going to last through at least about midweek of next week. And then by the end of next week, it looks like the jet stream is going to start to take a little bit of a nosedive. It's not going to go too far, though, south, unfortunately, but it should have an impact on temperatures. So now we're talking about highs dropping down into the 80s eventually, which is going to make a huge difference. It's also bringing in higher chances of rain and storms. So we are expecting a pattern change here eventually, but that may be temporary. We'll see. Today, looking for a high of about 98 degrees today. Again, if we can get there, we may struggle a little bit to get there. It's not really a big deal, though. 104 in Ponca City, 106 in McAllister. Still looking for highs around 100 in the south and west. And for this afternoon, keeping a slight chance of storms in Oklahoma City, but the chances will be a little bit higher just to the east and obviously in southern Oklahoma where it's currently raining. And then this evening, the chance goes down a little bit, but it's still there. Slight chance of rain and storms, moderate chance in the south and east overnight and into tomorrow morning. The higher chances for storms will be in eastern Oklahoma as temperatures drop down into the low to upper 70s. Tomorrow, I think we stay below 100 again in Oklahoma City, and there's still going to be that slight chance of an isolated shower or storm across much of the state. By Saturday, though, no more rain chances, highs back to over 100 degrees, and we're going to be staying in the low 100s for a while. But if we can make it through about Wednesday of next week, it does look like things get better after that, just in time for the following weekend with highs dropping into the 80s.